The concept I chose to use is the concept of the iron cage, and I found this kind of amusing illustration picture on the internet. I thought it's humorous. And so the iron cage in itself, which evolved from Puritanism, in which modern man has to exist, increasing a bureaucratic order um, from which the spontaneous enjoyment of life is ruthlessly expunged. It's from the Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. In other words, man has an obligation to work in a calling. The Puritan, Weber concludes, wanted to work in a calling, so we are forced to do so. In the beginning, the Puritan man within his calling was to not be overburdened with the care for external goods, but it eventually ended being exactly that. When I think of this concept of the iron cage, for some reason, the hymn that includes the words "Onward, Christian Soldier" pops in my head, as if to say that the Puritan man is likened to a soldier with disciplines, a strict regimen when it comes to work and devotion to God. Specifically, within this iron cage, man is trapped in it because of the rationality calculation that associated with capitalism and bureaucratic control, which kept man from getting out of this cage. There's no longer the desire to be part of the idle labor that Catholicism had imparted, but rather deeper involvement in the modern world workplace. And this cage man is forced to do the work that he has desired to do, which in turn has trapped him. And something else I found is this ladder that man is constantly climbing. It was an interesting pick to reach this status, to reach the fulfillment of his calling that God has given him. And so it's this endless ladder that man is continuously climbing. To be diligent, he is to climb it. And then here is the picture I found, some artwork that I believe depicts, in my opinion, the false images, the false realities that are within this idea of the iron cage. It makes man into something else. I likened it to a man wearing a mask, and so you can see in this picture that there are men wearing animal masks, in a sense that have a head of an animal, creating a false sense of reality that these two don't go together. Man and with an animal head isn't likely something you'll find in the world today. So it could be that these things aren't necessarily what others see in them when they look at them, but maybe possibly it could be that the man caught up in this iron cage, looking in the mirror, he sees this reflection, something else in a sense at times maybe. And then here's another picture I found interesting of an iron cage. And so the result is man is caught up in this cage, entangled in this desire to please God and to do his calling. And I thought of another example outside of the Protestant ethic is the American dream, which is rooted in the Declaration of Independence, which proclaims all men are created equal, with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The idea that maybe your kids will do better than you did, the sacrificing oneself for the better good, which many of the earlier immigrants did when they arrived in the United States. They worked hard because they wanted a better life for their children. And so there's giving away of oneself, working hard. My mother worked 9 to 5. She worked hard, sometimes almost all night, just to a single mother, just to cause us to be able to survive. And so, all right. Once again, my concept was the iron cage. This is Vrndavana signing out. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Bye.